Autumn has come to upstate New York. Fall colors abound, and we welcome you inside Highmark Stadium here in Orchard Park. Coming up, it's a rematch from last year's AFC wildcard round, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Buffalo Bills. A pair of 3-0 teams set to lock horns for the right to remain unbeaten. And we're off in week 4. Taken at the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Here we go. Here we go. 12.
A man coming off an 1,100-yard campaign last year. Here's Travis Etienne. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Well, this defense for the Bills, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
11.
On second down, Etienne once more. Running right through him. And he'll get this past the 20 as he gets about 4. When you look at this Buffalo defense, they were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in and run, one.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Murray. Finds the open target, Arnold. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Now the NFL's leading rusher in 2021, Jonathan Taylor. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Running right on the option is Murray. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Kyler Murray with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bills take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Defensively, they told us that the top priority was defending option plays this week. But here on the very first drive, the defense broke down a bit.
It certainly did, and it's really not a surprise because defending option football is difficult. You have to think too much. Most of the time, you just react to what you see and you play fast. Here you're reacting, you're processing. Do I have the back? Do I have the quarterback? Who do I take? Do I take on a blocker? And next thing you know, he's in the end zone.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in.
Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. First and 10, Taylor now. And he is is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Nick Bolton there on the tackle. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Second down, another run with Taylor. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, here's Murray. It's complete to Diggs. Call it a gain of a yard, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Look at this Buffalo defense. They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
And they will rally and stop him short of the 1st down. They get him to the ground at the 26. Going for it, here's ETN. And he picks up the 1st before he's taken down at the 29. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Oh, on the defensive side, that is so deflating.
Not only is it deflating, they've got to look in each other's eyes on that side of the ball and take each other's measure. You've got them backed up, perfect situation. And what they said to you on the other side is, we don't think you can stop us. Went ahead and got it in that position.
Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And so the last 3 drives, you've got 2 interceptions and a fumble. I think we know why they're losing right now.
Without question, and we've seen the evidence, just what you talked about there. If they take care of the football, this deficit. And number 2.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Second and short now following the fumble.
11 MT.
ETN up the middle. Gets around him. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
And this offense has been a little slow to get going, but some signs of life here in this second quarter. They're moving it pretty good, and that helps the cause as well. Good yardage and another first down.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. He'll take a shot for Davis to the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Bills are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, something like that.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. To throw, it's Murray. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 11 yards for number 11. So now first and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 45-yard line. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And the Bills hit 3-0 here in the month of September. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Here's second and 10. On the option to give to Taylor here. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here at their own 23. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
From the 32-yard line now, here's second down and a yard. And they'll go again with Etienne. And he will get enough for a first down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half, 10-0 our score. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Here we go.
Running out of the gun with Etienne. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. First down now, but that clock rolling. And now they will throw it with Burrow. They'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
And this may be the one to build on right here.
Here we go.
It's the second quarter. They've got nothing on the scoreboard as of yet. They need to put something together, and this is a good start as they get the completion there for good yardage and a first down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Room to maneuver at the 35. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. They'll run with Etienne. Bust through the tackle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 62 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Etienne. He takes it to the 15. A flashy move, but little to show for it. The Dolphins moving with a sense of urgency here. Burrow looking to pass. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
I'm really liking what I've seen from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far, even backed up late. They're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And this is going to be incomplete.
Wow, the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down. Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And his kick is indeed good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Their 46-yard line. Well, Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Flushed out right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Murray now running right on the option. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Joey Bosa, so strong, able to fight his way in there to make the play. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Murray going to throw. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 42. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Murray now on 1st down. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Murray now to throw. Throw left side is hauled in by Palmer. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 30. 12 yards there as they move the chains. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A little short pass. This is Everett. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. They'll run here with Taylor. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
Taylor will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. On the return, Boston Scott. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They make their 2nd half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side, so now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because they don't get some kind of point.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A gain of 39 that time.
That's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, our defense has kept us in the ball game. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Being chased out left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
We're in the third quarter in upstate New York with a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He's going to air one out. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyler Conklin, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we didn't put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that slices the lead down to 17-10. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that? Right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. To throw is Murray. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Murray keeps it himself. And, boy, that's going to be close. He didn't get much at all there, but he got the first. Looked like they might have held him defensively, but the referee signals it will be a 1st down.
I think in this situation, all you want to do is make sure your guys are set up front. No one jumps, no penalties. Sometimes we even call cadence, just go and pick it up.
Yeah, because it's on them. I mean, the quarterback's job's pretty easy there.
It really is. You talk about inches, just go get it.
Now this time, Murray to throw it. Working the middle here. That's complete to Everett, the tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Play fake. Murray. Looking outside, he's got him in. That's Arnold. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
These guys are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10. Oh, great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Quick throw caught by Godwin. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
A 34-yard attempt.
And that is no good. He pulled it just a bit, just a wee bit wide left. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game. And that one hurts a bit. That was a golden opportunity to possibly put this one on ice, but he comes up empty.
And how big of a miss might that turn out to be? Stay tuned. There's still time left on the clock. This could be critical.
Still a 1-score game. Had he hit that, it would have been 2 scores.
Here we go.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And still just down 1 score. We'll see how big of a role that missed field goal plays, because it, of course, could have pushed this to a 2-possession deficit for them. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 87 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Now Burrow on first down. Over the middle, complete. And now the ball's out. Fumbled near midfield. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
I don't care what the scoreboard says, partner. You know who's winning this game right now?
Mother Nature?
Yes, indeed. Precipitation's winning in a big way. Sloppy. All these turnovers right now.
Yeah, well, this was the forecast. We got what was forecasted, and we've gotten a lot of turnovers. Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray. He sets to fire deep. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They're going for it. It's Murray. He's getting his running back out of the backfield. And he's got this down to the 35. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw it. Murray. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And he will have a Bills first down, and that should be that. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Murray to throw. Escaping the pressure right. That is intercepted. The big fella. Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the post game. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. On 2nd down, here's the option. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Well, Charles, he's already proven that he's not afraid to tuck that football down on the option, and he's into the end zone for the 2nd time in the game.
And that's exactly what you need from your quarterback, the ability to run the ball fearlessly. And, in fact, many quarterbacks will tell you running the football doesn't scare them. Standing in the pocket and taking blindside hits, that's what terrifies them.
Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now ETN to start the drive. Dances by at the 20. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one. They'll come up now on 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Another tote for ETN. And he'll have a 1st down here up past the 30, but he's brought down in bounds. The Dolphins moving with a sense of urgency here. Throwing, Burrow. Open man here is Conklin. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. This one deep for Wilson. And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown, but probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
Wolf on now for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 24-17. So with just a few ticks left, they need a miracle. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go 10.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
Murray's going to look to throw this thing. Finds the open target, Arnold. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember,